I can sit at his feet and tell him every day.
It's gone from treasure to trouble on the trading floor.
Something has to be done here.
Is gold the next subprime mortgage scandal?
It is illegal. It's absolutely illegal.
I'm Anne-Marie MacDonald. Doc Zone delves into the secret world of gold. Years ago, the Earth passed through an exploding star and was showered in molten gold. The Egyptians saw it as the breath of God and buried their pharaohs in it. The Golden Temple of Amritsar is a sacred destination, a reminder of how most of the great religions celebrate gold. In all of the world, no other word still evokes such wealth and power.
If you ever look at gold, it's an extremely beautiful. I mean, I'd rather have a gold coin than a mass of paper dollars. The gold coin is going to survive forever, and the paper dollars are going to be destroyed.
Gilded Paris.
Gold, the muscles
to finance
of
the
war.
Third Reich, the Nazis were determined to capture the gold of Europe. Gold shines in the world of high finance.
Gold is the largest commodity market on the planet Earth. They make billions of dollars in a single day by manipulating the market.
But today, most of the gold and silver traded is on paper, in the form of funds and futures, where some believe there is only 1 ounce of real gold for every 100 ounces traded.
The term Ponzi scheme comes up. The customer or client thinks.
And now some are asking national governments, where is the gold from places like Fort Knox?
I think you have to assume that all the gold's
It's a
not
facade.
There's
It's a
not a
criminal
lot of
act
it. Even melted down,
against humanity,
all the gold
against
ever
the American
found
people,
is
the
only
Canadian
enough to
people,
fill
the
3
Europeans,
Olympic swimming pools.
Everyone.
Yet gold's magic continues to
Full
keep
of
us in its
gold
spell.
is everything. It shouldn't be that way. Stand up.
When Moses descended Mount Sinai to deliver the 10 Commandments, frustrated at those who stubbornly value gold over paper money. While big Western nations would prefer gold remained in a museum. Here on Wall Street, at the American Museum of Finance, the precious metal is commemorated by a solid gold Monopoly set. But museum director Richard Silla is not so sure that gold's day is done.
The golden rule is really those who have the gold rule.
What set me off was the realization that when you manipulate a commodity, such as silver or gold or corn or oil or whatever it might be, it has a real-world impact. He's lost their jobs, and in some instances, there were suicides. And that really, really got to me. And I thought, something has to be done here.
Ever since Hitler came to power, the French began hiding the gold in 51 separate caches around the country to disguise a growing panic.
Là, il y a eu un mouvement de panique et donc il a fallu prendre.
There was panic, and we had to use whatever was available.
One of these ships could cause large companies literally to go out of business, countries to take a different course in their history, and literally change the world.
And they got lucky. It was a giant spill of gold and silver coins resting on the ocean floor. Odyssey could not identify a shipwreck in the area.
It wasn't a shipwreck anymore. It was just the remnants of the cargo that had been aboard that ship. Lots of coins, because we found about 600,000 of them, and we know there's still many more down there.
We suddenly realized this was a very large vessel that had something very catastrophic happen to it.
Registered their find in a U.S. court to await any competing claims. Enter the Spanish government. Spain argued that the treasure was from a Spanish vessel named Nuestra Señora de las Mercedes. It turns out Spain was launching a full-scale diplomatic campaign to get back gold it had plundered 200 years earlier, stolen from the Incan people. It is estimated that upwards of 1 million Incans were killed in unequal battle against the Spanish military or worked to death in the gold mines of Peru. Their claim was dismissed. The court ruled Peru was only a Spanish colony at the time and had no claim on the treasure. The document reveals that to help a wealthy political donor recover a painting lost in Spain during the Second World War, the U.S. government made an offer.
If Spain would be kind enough to give this painting back to this family in the United States, that our State Department would help Spain recover the coins that Odyssey had recovered.
After spending $2.4 million recovering the silver and gold, and another $2 million on legal fees, Odyssey was ordered by the court to hand the treasure over to Spain. Coming up next, Odyssey goes on the hunt again, this time for an English treasure ship sent to the bottom by a German U-boat. A treasure hunt with Wall Street rules.
A shipwreck has to be worth at least $50 million for us to go ahead and invest in the project.
Daunted by their earlier loss, Odyssey Marine plunges ahead on another wreck. It's a treasure ship 3 miles down off the coast of Ireland, a wreck that meets the stringent criteria laid down by Odyssey's Mark Gordon. After making a deal with the UK to split the proceeds, Odyssey is pulling up tons of precious metal from a on the 17th of February, 1941, to fill a desperate coin shortage in wartime England. En route from India, she is attached to convoy SL-65. Running low on fuel, the ship slows down to 5 knots and leaves the safety of the convoy.
Power of Human's Brain, Mind Over Matter, full document.